Hello everyone, and welcome back to Free Movie Review. Today, I'm excited to dive into the 2025 Korean action comedy blockbuster, Hitman 2, also known as Agent June. This film is a wild ride blending spy thriller elements with hilarious family drama and over-the-top action. If you're a fan of movies like Kingsman or The Hitman's Bodyguard but with a Korean twist, this one's for you. I'll recap the entire story in detail, highlighting the key scenes, and wrap up with my honest review and rating. Spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen it, pause now and go watch it first. The movie opens with a fascinating interview scene where our protagonist, Kim Soo-hyuk, a successful comic artist, is being questioned about his popular webtoon series called Agent June, played brilliantly by the lead actor. Soo-hyuk explains that the idea came from his daughter, who encouraged him to tell his own story. He draws the main character as a comic artist who's secretly a badass agent, but he laughs off rumors swirling on social media that he's actually a real-life spy from the National Intelligence Agency. He claims he's a coward who couldn't hurt a fly, let alone shoot or fight like his character. The interviewer points out his muscular build resembles June, emphasizes his family, his wife and daughter, as his biggest motivation, and he pulls out a 4B pencil he always carries as a symbol of his passion for drawing. He teases that Agent June Season 2 is coming soon, leaving the audience cheering. But right after this wholesome interview, we flash to a gritty action sequence that hints at Soo-hyuk's true past. We see quick cuts of him denying his skills, "I don't know how to shoot or fight like June," intercut with brutal fight scenes where a mysterious figure, implied to be him, takes down thugs. The title card hits, Hitman 2, 3 weeks later. We shift to a quieter family life. Soo-hyuk, now living under his civilian name, is at home with his wife Mina and teenage daughter Jae-young. Mina is excited about her new job organizing art exhibitions, thanks to Soo-hyuk's success as a comic artist. Jae-young is in her rebellious phase, locking herself in her room to write rap lyrics instead of studying. Soo-hyuk tries to connect with her, rapping awkwardly about chasing dreams, but she brushes him off. It's a sweet, relatable family dynamic that grounds the film. Meanwhile, in a seedy bar in what seems like Vietnam or a Southeast Asian setting, a tough guy named Hai is collecting a blood debt. This leads to a chaotic chase and fight scene where Hai's group gets ambushed. Enter Soo-hyuk, or rather, his alter ego June, who bursts in, taking down multiple assailants with precise, acrobatic moves. He saves the day but plays it cool, reminding everyone he's just an artist now. His old captain from the agency shows up, warning him about lingering threats from his past. The captain and his team, including a loyal subordinate named Cheol, decide to protect June secretly, insisting he live his dream life without interference. One key scene is at Mina's first art exhibition. Soo-hyuk arrives with toilet paper as a quirky gift, practical but embarrassing. The event is buzzing, with VIP guests like a famous collector named Pierre Jean. Here, we meet John Hae-in, the exhibition director, a sharp, flirtatious woman who immediately hits it off with the captain in a comedic misunderstanding. Soo-hyuk spills wine on her, leading to a funny exchange where she gives him her number to return her clean jacket. Amid the glamour, subtle tension builds as old enemies lurk. The plot thickens when Soo-hyuk's comic starts mirroring real events too closely. Rumors intensify that he's Agent June, and a streamer exposes proof online, causing chaos. At work, Soo-hyuk faces pressure from his editor about poor reader feedback on Season 2, comments call it ridiculous, with superpowers and absurd twists like June turning into a stretchy fighter a la Luffy from One Piece. The editor urges him to end it and start fresh, but Soo-hyuk is in financial trouble, having invested badly in stocks and mortgaged his house. He begs for an advance, but gets denied amid hilarious office banter. Back home, family tensions rise. Jae-young resents her dad's lame comic career, but deep down, she cares. Mina supports him, but worries about their debts. In a heartfelt moment, Soo-hyuk promises to make things right. The action ramps up when past villains resurface. A terrorist group, led by a professor scorned by Jun's old missions, plans to unleash a Devil's Gate nuclear bomb on Seoul. They hack into the National Intelligence Agency's systems, releasing prisoners who have grudges against Jun. In a pivotal scene, the agency headquarters is attacked, bombs explode in the north and south of the city, creating panic. The professor broadcasts a message, revealing Jun's true identity and framing him as the terrorist. Soo-hyuk, realizing the danger, contacts his old team. He discovers someone has uploaded a fake episode of his comic depicting him as the bomber. Rushing to save his family at the exhibition, he fights off attackers in a basement brawl, using improvised weapons like art supplies and his pencil. Mina and Jae-young are kidnapped briefly, heightening the stakes. In one of the film's most intense sequences, Jun infiltrates the agency building alone. He battles waves of escaped convicts in a dark, claustrophobic hallway fight, think John Wick meets Oldboy. Each enemy taunts him about what they've lost because of him, an eye, a limb, their freedom. Jun dispatches them with gadgets from his spy days, like a hidden shield device. The climax builds to the Devil's Gate bomb activation. The professor confronts Jun, revealing how Jun's missions killed his family, fueling his revenge. A philosophical showdown ensues. Jun pleads for mercy on innocents, but the professor activates the bomb. With seconds ticking, Jun's team arrives. They load the bomb onto a helicopter, but someone must fly it out to sea to detonate safely. In a tear-jerking moment, the captain volunteers, but Jun insists on doing it himself. He calls Mina and Jae-young, saying emotional goodbyes, apologizing for his absences, professing his love, and urging them to live well. As the helicopter lifts off, explosions rock the screen. The family watches in horror as it vanishes over the ocean. But twist. Jun survives by setting autopilot and jumping into the sea. He swims back, reuniting with his family in a joyful, tearful embrace. The captain and team decide to surrender with him, but not before tying up loose ends. The professor is defeated, and peace is restored. The film ends on a high note. Soo-hyuk's comic gets adapted into an animated movie. He shares the news with his family, who celebrate. It's a perfect blend of action closure and family warmth. Now, for my review, Hitman 2 is a fun, fast-paced sequel that amps up the comedy while delivering solid action. The fight choreography is top-notch, and the family elements add heart. Some plot twists feel over the top, but that's part of the charm. I'd give it 4 out of 5 stars, great for a popcorn flick, but could use tighter pacing in the middle. Thanks for watching Free Movie Review. If you enjoyed this recap, like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts below. What movie should I cover next? See you in the next one.